We like to do plays here that speak truth, even when it's uncomfortable. We like to do plays that we feel like are going to change the world in small and hopefully even large ways. And we like to do plays that facilitate change among the actors and among the crew. So clearly this play meant all of those things.
Yeah, you know, there was everything that you've seen tonight really happened. And living through it, you know, when I was able to step back from it, from the insanity of it, and being from a theater family, I thought, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, it was all things dramatic and tragic and comedic and wonderful and terrifying, and I felt that there was a hell of a story here.
One thing that we like to make sure that everyone is aware of is the uniqueness of this show. Stacy wrote this play based on her own experiences raising a son with autism, and Jordy is that son, and he, for the first time ever, is playing himself in this play. And so that was a lot of his stuff that he's done.
I don't know. For me, it's been, you know, one door closes and 1,999,000 doors open. and just so many good things can come from this. And yes, it's hard, but it's this heightened reality where everything matters so much more, and the good things are just that much better. And you're introduced to this entire community of people who you never would have had the experience of knowing if it hadn't been for your child, you know? And that's that.
Malcolm, you're going to say something about
it was in response to the question of what I took away. And I myself have autism, which is, to some people, it's really surprising. Yeah, I see you up there. And I think it was really interesting to see the story of an autistic child from the parent's point of view. Like, to the child, you know, everything's scary, everything's changing. Like, you know, for those who know Jordy, he'll ask the same question over and over and over again. And some people will say, well, that's how he communicates. The reason he does that, because I did it myself, is because he wants to make sure the answer stays the same. Because in a world that's continuously changing, something needs to stay the same. So, you know, in the world of autism, in real life, I took away the kid's perspective, and with this play, I got to see and experience the parents' perspective, including the gun scene.
Well, actually, during the auditions, I made a special point of watching Stacy like a hawk to see.
Bet you didn't know that, did you?
That's why she got the part.
You should see the tapes.
So Spencer, how is it to see your family portrayed on stage like this?
You know, it's like, well, I see one of these scenes, and then, you know, I go home, and then I see the exact same scene. And I wake up the next morning, and then the same thing happens. It's kind of like Groundhog Day mixed with Twilight Zone.
There are any number of reasons that I'd want to say that I joined this play, but the first and foremost is the fact my mom made me. Or to be more precise, she made me audition. And you know, at first I was a little hesitant at it because, well, I myself am autistic as well. Not as severely as Jordy. I'm on a sort of a different spectrum here. But you know, I got in there, and both Stacy and Adam were at the audition table. And Adam asked me what was Autistic License about, and I told her what my mom told me, semi-autobiographical, you know, the jazz. And then he showed Stacy right next to him, and you know, she's a completely different person than I first imagined after reading the script.
It's a very surreal kind of experience, it really is, and it's been healing too. And also, I said to Michael last night, my husband Michael, that I'm known in my family for having this kind of rock solid memory, mostly for things, for conversations with people, and I actually wrote this whole play from memory. People were like, did you journal? It was like, no, I remember these specific conversations, and what has happened is that I'm starting to lose my memory of the actual occurrences, and they're becoming the play. So that's very bizarre for me, but it's surreal, and then at a certain point it sort of doesn't become you anymore. It becomes, a piece of theater, and I continue to be in awe that it is here and that people see it and that these kids do such wonderful work, and I feel very honored by it.